welcome to Snapshot. I'm your host, Alan Wolfe. Yeah, it's me in my authentic Indian garb. We're going to find out the name of this in just a couple minutes. Today on Snapshot, we're going to take you for a behind-the-scenes look at authentic Punjabi Northern India cooking and cuisine. And a little bit about the history, too. So stay with us, and without any further ado, let's go inside and start our grand tour. Come on along. Wow, what a beautiful place. Mr. Roy,
Hi.
our host for today here at the House of India. This is a beautiful place and so many authentically Indian artifacts. You know, the first thing I noticed when I came in here was what looks like a giant scarf here on the ceiling.
That's
What is that called?
That's all called saris, and we put together all sari and make the tapestry goes over on the ceilings. It's an Indian, authentic Indian items which we call sari, which generally used for the wearing to the women's, you know, and we use it on the tapestry side.
Are those generally handmade or are they mass-produced? How is that?
Sometimes some are made handmade, some are mass-produced, but some unique called batiks and some the weaving side one is handmade on it, you know.
I wonder if each one of these has a story, or are they just colorful? Do they represent something particular?
No, they have a different pattern, and some sometimes that represent, like they have a peacock border that represent the peacock style. They have a different meaning sometimes on the sari, where they have called deepak, means they have like a candle, Indian candle style printing, so they wear as on a festival side.
And of course, it's
and
all
they have
for
a
the
marriage
authenticity
sari,
of the place.
Right.
The garb that you and I are wearing has a name. I know it does. And
yes.
Sorry, I couldn't remember it just a minute ago, but what are these called?
We call kurta pajama, which we are wearing right now. That's an Indian northern style items which we carry with it.
So this is basically a northern Indian Punjabi
Punjabis, right.
type cuisine that you have here.
Yes, yes.
You know, looking up here, I guess I properly call it a tapestry, correct?
Yes.
Tell us about this beginning here over at the extreme left end.
This is old Indian kingdom emperor. They have a different varieties on looking. If you look at how they kill the tigers, then you have elephants, then they have assembly, then they have up on the top the queens, the balcony where the queens are sitting. Underneath you will see the different way how it is proceed on the king emperor on the old time.
So it tells a story.
Yes.
And I would imagine that that is some part of Indian lore, Indian folklore perhaps, about where people start, and then I guess even punishment would be depicted in some of these.
That is mentioning. You can see it, how that work on it, you know.
Just absolutely beautiful. The colors are so pretty as well.
It's an antique handmade. And hand
that
paint,
is handmade.
Hand paint on it.
And of course down here we see some what look like ceramic figures, and they're beautiful as well. Tell me about the headdress, the Indian headdress that we see.
They're called turban. It's also again it's a main symbol in the northern India, Punjabi style turban, and is identified by the Air India also. That's a turban which you see the statue on.
So am I authentic here? The way I look
Yes.
here is definitely authentic, huh? Okay, well, we're going to move on to the next room. There is much more to come here on Snapshot with this Northern Indian Punjabi style establishment. Let's go to the next room. Well, we are entering now the main dining area. And you know something that becomes very, very apparent as we enter this area? First of all, the authentic Indian music. And secondly, I smell this beautiful aroma. What is that?
That is the incense, and it has a different flavor, jasmine, sandalwood, rose. So generally the incense are to be for the holy worship.
Are there lots of different varieties for different occasions?
Different, not different occasion, but we use it for particular for the worship the God and a holy purpose. But you can say it has flavors, so people use it for other use too.
Yes, it is a beautiful smell. Over here I see that there are lots and lots of beverages, some of which I have never seen before.
We have some beverages which is from India, alcohol, which is a beer. We have a Kingfisher, Taj Mahal, and
here's
Golden
a Taj
Eagle.
Mahal.
Then next to is a Golden Eagle.
Do they have any special qualities that make them different one from the other?
Well, they're brewed in India and it's a different. There's also Kingfisher. One is a lager and one is light, also beer. They have a light also
Over
in
here.
it.
I understand that foods and perhaps drink as well from the northern part of India are very different than from the southern part.
Yes, the southern part is on the seashore, so they have different food, which is mainly they have fish and rice and other stuff. Northern India has a king of the food because they are mainly more popular in the Punjabi style food
And that's what this
more
is,
meat. And
Punjabi.
this is a Punjabi style cuisine.
Noticing on the map that on the border is, of course, China on one border with the Himalayas
Yes.
in between, and then on the other border is Pakistan. And Habib, who we will meet in just a couple minutes, reminded me that in 1948,
Before the India and Pakistan was one
yeah,
of
they
together.
separated. I didn't
Separate.
realize that. So the foods would be very similar.
Similar, the culture is also
and
similar.
talking about foods, we're going to get to those right now. Here we see some kind of salad.
You want to...
And tell me a little bit about this.
Well, on the salads, you have three different chutneys. It's called onion chutney, mint chutney, and tamarind. And this is cucumber with yogurt called cucumber raita, which we use as a dressing on the salad.
I believe
And then
yogurt
you have
has a big connection with India, does it not?
Yes, it has is a main considered to be in the spices. We use it as for the marinations, for the tandoor. Across from us, we see the tandoor.
And of course, we've
Clay ovens.
now found out about the health benefits of yogurt here in America, and
Yes.
it's everywhere. Okay, we're going to move into the next room now, which contains a lot more goodies. Let's go.
Here's one time it doesn't matter who your neighbor is. Here's the other. Life's too short. Stop the hate.
Well, we are in the main room. I call it the main room in any event. And we have another person here at the restaurant, the manager, Habib. Welcome to the show, and thank you for having us into the restaurant today. Come on over here for just a moment so I can get to the food, of course. And tell us about, you notice he has a plate here, folks? Gee, I wonder what that's going to be for. I got a pretty good idea. The first thing we see here is, and I can identify these are chicken wings or tandoori chicken. Pretty smart, huh? But of course, I read real well. Tell us about this. How's this prepared? It looks delicious.
This is marinated chicken, 24 hours. We use clay oven that is called tandoor.
The tandoor
Yes.
is an oven where they cook many things,
Yes,
bread
sir.
as well, correct?
Yes, sir. Lot of breads like onion kulcha, aloo naan, chicken kulcha, and we make the kebabs, shrimp
Kebabs too.
kebab,
All
lamb
in the
shish kebab,
tandoor
all
oven.
in the tandoor, you know. That is
Okay.
our special thing, you know. We use charcoal, and this is 24-hour marinated, you know. After that, the cooking becomes.
So it's a really long
Very
process
good,
in
yes, sir.
preparation. It's not just stick it in the tandoor and out it comes.
No, sir.
And I'm sure that it involves a special Indian-style
Spices,
marinade
yes,
as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's this. It looks wonderful.
Do you like to try?
Oh, yes, I think I might. Gee, it was very nice to ask, wasn't it? Okay. Oh, look at that. Well, is this really wonderful? Is this going to be excellent when I bite down on this?
Yes,
Yes.
for sure.
Okay, well, in maintaining truth in broadcasting, we're just going to check that out. That is delicious.
Thank you.
Oh, that is wonderful. That was that side that was wonderful. Of course, I have to make sure that this side is wonderful also, so I'll do that too. You don't mind, do you, Roy?
No,
Okay.
at all.
That side is absolutely, this is for Mike Mustard, absolutely wonderful. Watch the credits, you'll see who he is.
We have
As we
tandoori bread
move on
also,
here.
you know, bread.
Oh, we'll get to that, but
Okay.
believe me, we'll get to everything. And we have here
Chicken curry.
chicken
Chicken
curry.
curry.
See how well I say that? What is the language, the universal Indian language called?
Universal Indian language is Hindi.
Indian, that's
all
spoken
over,
throughout the country.
throughout the country.
I understand
Means
there are
we
many
know
other
about
languages as well.
Every state has a different language. Southern has a South, all the different states. Then Punjab has a Punjabi. In northern side, central Gujarat has a Gujarati. So every state has a different language.
Very interesting. Well, let's move right on here. This is chicken curry, and we'll just take a small piece of this because certainly I'm not uncouth. Now, is this usually eaten with the hands?
Well,
Say it is. Say yes.
Yes,
it's usually
we
eaten.
have
Thank
used
you
the
very much.
hands on it.
Wonderful. As a matter of fact, absolutely wonderful. This is great. How long has the House of India been here?
Well, we've been here since 1975.
Long time.
long
I see
time.
you have a napkin. Obviously, that's for me.
Thank
a little
you.
hint, huh? Do I have any on my nose here? Check that out. No, I don't think so. As we move on here, here is the kofta curry.
Kofta
correct?
curry, that is a
And
meatball.
what is this made of?
That's this one is made out of beef, homemade.
Better put a little bit of that on there too. And I guess this is going to be great also, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Better check that out though. What do you think? Better check it out? Right? Okay, better check it out. This is made of beef. And in India, we wouldn't find this. We were
No,
discussing
in
earlier. What would
India
we
it's
find?
generally only lamb and goat.
Don't want
because
to miss the sauce, right? Let's check this out. Great, great, wonderful taste. Absolutely wonderful taste. Veg samosa.
Vegetables,
These are
Pakora.
vegetables,
no,
okay.
pakora.
Oh, vegetables pakora.
Right.
I knew that. You thought I was reading the
vegetable
sign,
fritters.
didn't you? And there's one right there. And what's in this?
It's all mixed vegetable, which is cauliflower, eggplant, potato, chickpeas. And they chopped it and then dipped with the chickpeas flour and deep fried. It's called vegetable fritters, vegetable pakora.
Wouldn't you like a piece? Wouldn't you like a piece? Delicious. Well, what would all this great food be without naan bread? And this is cooked in that tandoor oven, that clay oven. And it's a pretty big oven, as a matter of fact.
Yes,
Are
and
those
that's-
custom built?
Yes,
Let's
it's
take a
custom
look
built
at
from
that.
India,
Wow.
and that's called tandoor.
You know, I'll tell
Let's
you something.
Habib explain you. all
Okay,
the
tell us a
bread is
little
on
bit
it.
about the tandoor oven. I know you explained a little bit about it earlier.
That
and it
is
makes this
clay
bread.
oven, made with the mud, and we use charcoal at the bottom, and we make the breads I told you before, and chicken tikka, lamb shish kebab, and shrimp kebab.
Are those ovens custom built right on the premises?
No,
Not-
it's
can you actually buy
they
them
made it
commercially
in New
built?
York also now, but it's from India.
Very
Some
popular.
are imported, and so now they're making in
Well,
New
we
York
better
too.
check out some of the naan bread here, huh? What do you think? Is it good? It's gonna
Yes.
be great? It is. It's really great. Super naan bread from the tandoor oven. So super, I had to have another bite. Over here is the chana masala, correct?
That's right.
You didn't think I knew that, did you? And this is made of?
Chana masala is a chickpeas. And nowadays, you know that vegetarian is the most important aim
Oh,
to the
absolutely, and I
nutrition.
would only want to
So
eat
this
healthy.
is all our vegetarian items, and that's called chana masala. That's a curry also.
Of course, I ate some of that with the naan bread.
Let Habib tell you a little bit about the chana masala, how they do it in Indian culture
Yes, how
as
do
a
they do
snack.
that?
They like to have with the naan breads early in the morning, like breakfast. It's true?
Right.
Okay. They like with the breakfast, with chickpeas curry. And this is very popular. They use all the time, from morning to the night,
Night.
any time. There is no fixed time to eat these things.
Well, if there's
And,
no fixed time to eat it, I guess now's a good time to eat it.
Right.
And, you know, for
That's
some
right.
reason, while you were talking about these wonderful vegetables, I felt like eating them at that same moment had a very special significance, so I better eat some more of these. These are great.
Thank you.
Hi, Alan Wolfe back with you, and we are at the preparation area where I can smell some incredible herbs and spices that you're going to see in just a moment. And we're here with Chef Singh. It's my pleasure. What are we going to cook today? And first of all, what are we going to use to cook it?
Well, we have a different ingredients, all we call turmeric,
Okay.
chili powder, curry powder. We have a whole cumin, imported spinach, which we call methi, salt, and all the flavorable spices, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, and bay leaves, and black pepper.
You know, I've seen a lot of these in jars at the grocery store, but obviously you don't use prepackaged herbs and spices. Why not?
No, we make our own spices, but we do have to show you that although comes in a packet also with the different spices, which we call chaat masala, chana masala, you have a meat masala, biryani masala, we have a korma masala. This is all different flavor of the spices which you use to make it elaborations.
Is masala a generic word for spices?
Right, exactly.
Okay, we have here some more
These are all
vegetables.
greens. We're going to show you to make live on Sahi vegetable curry, which has all kind of different vegetable. You have a cauliflower, eggplant, potato, carrots, green peas, green pepper. And the base to make the curry, you have onion, chopped tomato, garlic and ginger. And to make the flavor, the king of spices in India called coriander, which leaves, coriander leaves, which we're going to put it in.
Now, are these pretty well basic staples of Punjabi cooking?
Sahi vegetable curry, but the Punjabi cooking has more meat also. They cook goat, lamb, chicken, everything in the curry, and also barbecue way.
Okay,
So
well, look,
we
without
will-
any further ado, we're going to get to it.
Sure.
What's first?
So we will show you first to make the bread, authentic bread called puri, which is puffy fry one.
This is it here?
Right.
Okay.
And then we will show you actually here, and then you have a different breads, which is called paratha, puri, and naan. All are three are there. You can see.
You know, I've tried my hand at cooking a few times, but of course I'm not a real chef. I wonder if I might do something in the preparation of
Well,
this
if you-
without completely messing it up.
Okay. You can roll that
This-
bread, yes,
Okay,
and
I can
around.
roll that bread.
Yeah.
Sure, I
let
think
it-
my wife once used this on me, as I recall. Okay, we just roll this bread. Am I doing
You have
good,
to,
Chef
no,
Singh?
you have to make
Oh.
it round.
I have to make it
Let-
round?
Let Shahan Singh show you.
Okay,
So he can.
real good at this, right, folks? Let an expert do it. Oh, look how easy it is in the right hands. Oh, you know, it looks so easy when he does it. It's
Thank
all
you.
in the knowing how.
Now he's going to fry it up.
I could have really done that if I wanted. I just didn't want to show up the chef, you know. And what are we frying this in?
That's our soybean oil,
Uh-huh.
vegetable oil.
Very healthy
you-
oil.
Right.
Look at that
Dire,
puff
dire
up.
karo, dire.
And the bread is
Called puri.
is
puffy
there any
fry.
filling in the bread?
No, it's just
That's
a
it.
dough, plain bread. Okay, dusri
Wow.
dalo.
Looks great. And that's it.
Idhar.
Oh, it certainly looks good. May I?
Sure.
Look at that. Let's just give this a try. And it's not oily either.
No.
Excellent, excellent. What do we have next?
We're going to make the curry now to showing
Let's
you.
do it.
Well, you can use the skillet or you can use the small pot because if you want to make more curry, you have to use a bigger pot. Bas.
Does the coating matter? What the type of metal is?
No. Generally, steel is good one to cook on it.
Steel.
Steel.
I guess it's all really in the expertise of the chef.
Right.
Okay, so we're waiting for this to get hot now.
Right.
And what comes first?
We're going to put now in it the garlic, ginger, and some cumins, and then we will saute out some onions. Then he will put the tomato and all the spices. When it done, then he mix the vegetable with it, and let's steam it up for a while, and the Shai vegetable curry will be ready.
Okay, garlic first. Smells great. I wish you folks could smell this. Matter of fact, I wish you folks could eat this. Oh, caught me again. Back over there, Rich, please. Thank you. Great bread. And you just added the cumin. I've never seen cumin that wasn't ground. Of course, I've never seen cumin that didn't come in a can either, so that doesn't say much. Bay leaves.
Cinnamon
Sticks. Again, I wish the folks at home could smell this. The temperature is very important. I notice you're regulating the temperature. You have to be careful not to overheat it. Changes the flavor.
And it gets burned.
Yeah, basically
once
it gets burned.
Then it
I think I just got burned,
different.
folks. Absolutely. I noticed that your chef doesn't really measure, and he just knows, right? Just
Because
knows
of
how
the
much.
experience, and by doing it, they know what to put on the measurement, you know.
Is it difficult in the restaurant business to find superb chefs for this, what I call this very unusual cuisine,
Authenticity.
because you don't have that many Indian restaurants around like you do, say, Chinese restaurants or Cuban restaurants.
Exactly right.
So it is
it's
difficult.
more difficult on it.
Yeah. We just added onion. How long will this saute?
The onion has to becomes brownish. You have to make it a little bit brownish color, sauteed. Then you put the spices and the tomato and make the curry paste.
And of course, you use everything that we saw here. Whenever I think of Indian cooking and Indian cuisine, I think about curry. I think
It's
about
the main base on the Indian cooking, curry, but everything is a different way of making spices, you know.
Is there one spice that's used more often than all?
Well, coriander and cumin is the base.
Okay, here's the coriander here.
Right. Means the mix of the coriander, cumin, and other spices, which we call curry powder. It has the ginger and all other spices in it, and that we make as a base to cook with it. नहीं बस यही है.
All of these spices really make the difference. Matter of fact, as you add each one, I can sense a different aroma coming off of the preparation.
Exactly.
Smells great. Little tomato. These are very healthful looking preparations. Lots of vegetables, lots of natural herbs and spices. Good for you. Where did your chef receive his training?
He's from Punjab, and he's got it in India, some cooking. And knowing about the Indian food is more, in northern India, is more interested in the cookings of the Punjabi style.
I bet it's a labor of love for the people who prepare this, too. It's a hard job.
It's a hard job, and it's a kind of art, because the Indian food is not spicy, but it's called flavorable. So flavor makes it spice, so it's called the spice of the life, which is called Indian food.
And I'm not sure we properly introduced the chef because, frankly, I couldn't pronounce his whole name. Perhaps you can do it for us.
The chef's name is Sohan Singh. Singh is the last name, and from Punjab, all have identity called Singh. First name is Sohan Singh.
Sohan Singh. Well, it's been cooking a few minutes now, and it is about ready to serve. And show us the type of plates that it's put into, the authentic cuisine, and we'll sample it. Of course we'll sample it. What else, right?
Thank you.
Let's see how we serve it now.
Okay.
We have here a very healthy food.
chicken patiala, Maharaja patiala korma. That's a chicken dish,
Okay.
and it's made it out with the korma
Would this
sauce.
be uncouth if I picked up a piece with my hands? Now, you tell me. It would be? Sorry about that. I'm going to do it anyway, because it is my duty to check this out. Mmm. Fabulous. However, I won't be uncouth this time. I will accept a spoon from Mr. Roy. Thank you. Okay, what is this?
That is a lamb rogan josh, homemade lamb, home-style
Now,
lamb rogan josh.
Of course, lamb is what we would be most likely to find in India.
Right.
Yeah,
Mutton
rather
and
than-
lamb means goat and lamb.
Rather than any beef.
No,
Certainly.
no beef at all.
Okay, well, let's check this out. Mmm. That's fabulous. I had no
And-
idea that this food existed. Now, you know, I almost feel guilty today because I've been eating this wonderful food here at the House of India, and I haven't offered any to my camera operator. And you know what? I'm not going to start now.
That's a vegetable, shahi vegetable curry,
Well-
which we cooked.
I do feel a little bit guilty. Come on, Rich. There you go. He likes it, folks. And so do I. How is it? Good, isn't it? Excellent food. Excellent, excellent food. And we have,
That
that's
is
interesting looking.
mango gulfi. We call Indian ice cream mango gulfi,
And,
made out with the milk and mango.
well, let me just grab a piece of this. Oh, this is uncouth, isn't it? I don't care. Do you? You don't care either, do you really? That's fabulous. This I'm not going to be able to eat with my fingers. What is this? This is another, oh, you know what I could do, though? While I'm waiting I could kind of take a little sip. Take a big sip. What is this?
We
Cream?
call ras malai. It's a home style. It's a cheese and pistachio and the milk called ras malai. It's a little rich dessert, but it's a very good one. We call
Excellent.
home style ras malai.
Reminds me somewhat of the
That's a House of India
the
specialty.
pudding that we're... Better check this out again, huh? And last, I believe we saw this earlier, did we not?
Right.
And this is called...
Firni.
Oh, yes. You know, I
Custard.
remember very well how it tasted, but since this is a different piece, I better check this out. And make sure it's consistent, you know what I mean? Well, this is fantastic. I guess I better try one more piece. You know, they wouldn't believe me if I just ate one bite and said it was fantastic. I got at least do two
Really,
for...
you should try the whole over.
Yeah,
the
thank you.
dessert.
I'm glad he agrees with me. He's catching on, isn't he? Fantastic. Just wonderful. Mr. Roy and Chef Singh, we thank you so much for having
My
us here at the
pleasure.
House of India restaurant.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And thank you for joining us on this edition of Snapshot. Until next time, I'm your host, Alan Wolfe, reminding you, keep your focus right here on Snapshot, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Much appreciated. Great.
Namaste.